Hello and welcome back, guys. In this series of our string programming, I have bought a new Java program. In this program, we are going to learn how we can swap two string without making any third variable. Right? So swapping is nothing but it is interchanging of our words. Now let's see how we are doing. So in this time we are going to declare one string. Let's say string 1 is equals to tech, and another string that we are going to define is tech factory. So we have two string here, right? And we have initialized it. So program is saying you are not allowed to create any third variable, something like this. So here we cannot declare any third variable without knowing anything. And what will happen? Then we have to interchange, means this factory we have to keep in string first and this tech we have to keep in string 2. So what will be our output? That we have to see something like this. So value of string 1 and value of string 2 will be different and it will be interchanged. So how that will look like? It will look like something this, and in string 2 it will become like tech. So we are here to find string 1 and string 2 in an interchange manner, that will be called swapping, and we don't have to use any third variable, correct? So now let's see how we can do that with the help of our programming. So before starting programming, I have to tell you there is one method called substring which we are going to use in this program. How we are doing? Now let's jump into our IDE so that we can start our programming. As you already know, I have one ready-made Java project that is for the Java program, and inside source we are going to create our new package, something like this, com.string.program, right? And here we are going to create one Java class. We will say like swap string, and we are good to start from here. Now as we already know, we have to start with the help of main method, and here simply we are going to copy this data, right? And we will paste it here. Now if you will see here, we have declared two things, and after declaring this I have to explain you the method that is called substring, right? So let's continue towards substring. So we'll see how this substring will work here. So let's see, we are having something called str1 dot substring, right? So we are going to use the first method, and the second time we will use the overloaded method which is having two parameters. So we are going to use first one, right? So here we are going to see the 2, right? So here we will see, and we are going to see the value system.out.println. So before we are going to print it, and this is how it will work. We are going to run this program. So let's see what will be the result, right? Yes, so like you can see here, the result is something like ch here, if you will see output, right? So now what we will do? Now we have second thing. Now we are going to use the second overloaded method that I am going to do it. So let's see again. So here we have something called substring of second type, right? So here we have to pass one parameter and then we have to pass second parameter, something like that. So here I will check from 0 to 2 and same like that I am going to print the value. So here I will just cut it and paste it here and we will find the value and run our program again. So let me start my program and see what the output comes. So here when we are doing anything, we are just passing any number here, then it gives two values from the string first, two character from the string first, like TECH. And when I see here, when I am putting 0 and 2, then it gives the second thing, that is called CH, right? You got the point? Yes. So here it is very clear. Now what we will do? Now we are going to check. So here I guess we have to give one message so that it can be more clear. So string first value without 0 and again we are going to copy same thing and then we will give something like here. Now let's see what is the output without 0 and here we are going to see with 0. Now let's run the program and see the output. So here output is like something here and you can see what is the correct thing. So whenever we are starting anything without beginning, then what will comes? CH will come because it is starting from the second 0, 1 and 2. So here it is starting, and here whenever we are getting index from 0 to 2, then it will start from TE. So 0, 1, 2, something like that it is going to work, right? It will start from 0 and how long it will go? It will go till 2. So from 0 if we will start, it is going to be 2. So from 1 and 2, right? Now our next thing will be how we can continue further. So simple, we are going to merge two strings, string 1 and string 2, and here we will get output something like tech factory. So what we are going to do in the first step, our first approach will be to get our data something like that. So what will be the output? We are going to get our data something like tech factory, correct? And here the tech factory we are going to check the length. So what will be the length? Length of this string will be something like that, and we can check the length. After that we will assign some value like int length str1, right? And same like we are going to check the length of second string. So what will be the length of second string? So we will see here and we are good to go. Next step. Why I am telling you the length? Because I am going to use it in the next step. Okay. So what will happen? After that, here the length is 11 and here the normal length is like tech. Now let's see what will happen. We are going to get value of string 2 that we are assigning to string 2. Now what will happen? str1 dot, we are going to put substring and then we are going to start with 0, right? And after that we are simply going to put something like what we are doing. So we will simply put the value of length something like that minus length 2. So what will come? Whenever we will subtract from first to 2, remaining thing will come. Suppose the value is coming like 4 or 5, whatever, then it will start from 0 to 5 and we will see the output. What could be the output? Now let's see. We are going to put system.out.println, and here we are going to give the value of str2, is something like that, and we are going to print. Now let's see what will be the output. I am telling you this to explain each and every step without any confusion. Now let's run and see the value. So see, now you can see that we are having the value of string 2 is equal to tech, right? So here we can see value of string has become, again I will run, let's see, it is little bit confusion here. So value of string is 2. What it has come here, string 2 is equal to tech, means if you will see here, then at the first time it was factory, but now it has become tech. It means we have successfully changed our string 2 value from factory to tech. It means one thing has been swapped or interchanged properly. Now what we have to do, now here our next step will be to put str1 is equal to factory, correct? Now when we want value of str first, simple. Now we are going to get the value of str first, and we are going to put something like this. Now the value of str first is something like we are going to get, and then here we are putting something like str first dot substring, and here we are going to put str2 dot length, simple, and we will get the value. So now let's see the value of str first. We are going to print here. So value of str will be changed, and we are good to go, and we can run our program. So see, the value of str2 is tech and the value of str1 is factory. Now we have successfully changed our value from one variable to another variable without declaring any third variable, something like that we have not used anywhere. So we have not declared any third variable, like you can see I have done here. So let me explain you this program one by one, right? So let me start, and I will debug it out, and I will tell you how we can run it, and also I will tell you how we are changing their length and how we are achieving our target. So let's jump line by line. I will show you. So like I am going to step over. So you can see whenever we are starting with 2, right? So our value becomes something different, and here we are seeing that string 1 is having value tech and string 2 is having value factory. Now when we will combine, the length will be, now the string 1 value will come total tech factory. Like here you can see the value has been changed properly, and tech factory has become after the concatenation of 2 string. Now next step that we are going to make it, now we are checking the length of our string first. The length of our string first is 11, and the length of our string 2 is 7, right? We can see the 7. Now what we are doing here, simply we are saying that find the string 1 substring from the length 11. So from 0, here it will start from 0, and here we are doing minus. So minus from 11 to 7, it will remain only 4, right? So the 4 word here in tech factory is TECH, which is the exactly swapping we have done. So now the value of string 2 has become tech. If you will see here, the value of string has become tech. See here, which was already early in the string 1, right? Now move further. We are going to move further, and again what we are doing, again we are making value of string. We have seen here it has become factory. How it has become? Earlier the length of string 1 at the time here it was 11, and from the 11 we are removing our factory, right? We are removing our tech. So tech is having 4, and we are removing 7. So what will happen when we will remove 7? Then it will become factory, right? Now see, the value has been changed and the string has become factory. So value of string is factory and value of string 2 is tech, right? And I guess we are done with this program. Now what we can do? We can simply remove our boilerplate code from here, which I am doing right now, and these things which I am deleting, and here we can simply say the string length, and here we will put dot str dot length, and here we are going to put str dot length 2 dot length, which I am replacing. So this will be the final, right? Now let's run. So see here, value of string 2 is tech and value of string first is factory. Now I am putting one more these things, system out dot to println to avoid any confusion. System dot out dot println and here I am putting str1 is equals to something like that is str. So here I am putting something like plus this, and the second value is str2 value is something like this, and then plus I am going to put this, and again I have something called is value before swapping, right? And we will run this program and see what happens next. So like we can see, the value before swapping was something like this, tech factory, and after that, so here you can see str is equal to tech and str2 is equal to again tech. So here we have made mistake, and again we are going to run this program, right? So here we are pretty much sure that we have swapped our string values without making any third variable, right? So we are done in this program. I hope you guys have understood it well, and in case you are having anything related substring, you can again check the length. By length you can get the substring, how we can get. And we are done here. Bye bye for the day. If you are having any problem, you can comment it out. Thank you.